Have you ever heard of a letter that destroyed an entire family? Everyone thought Grandma forgave her son before she died. But years later, her granddaughter uncovered the truth, and that letter was a lie. Forged. To bury what someone was desperate to hide. This true story takes place in a small town in Tennessee. Dorothy Anderson, 82 years old, sweet, soft-spoken, everyone's favorite grandma on the block. But her son, Mark, he was nothing like her. Money-hungry, controlling, the kind who smiles in public but poisons in private. When Dorothy got sick, Mark saw his chance. He forged her signature on the house papers. And when she passed, he pulled out a letter that said, "I forgive my son Mark. He's a good man. He deserves everything I have." People cried. Mark played the role of a heartbroken, loving son. Neighbors called him a man with a golden heart. But behind that fake grief was pure greed. Years later, Dorothy's granddaughter Leela came home from New York to sort through her grandma's old belongings. In the attic, she found a small wooden box. Inside were a few photos, a silver necklace, and one sealed envelope. On it, in Grandma's handwriting, were the words, "If you're reading this, it means the truth has found its way." Inside was a letter written in Dorothy's real handwriting. It said, "If anyone shows you a letter saying I forgave Mark, it's fake. I could never forgive a son who betrayed his own mother for money." Lila froze. Her heart sank. She had the letters tested by a handwriting expert, and guess what? Mark had forged the so-called forgiveness letter. When the truth came out, his whole world collapsed. He lost his job, his friends, and the respect of the entire town. Everything he'd stolen turned to dust. Lila used her grandmother's remaining savings to open Dorothy's Haven, a senior shelter where elderly people could live with love and dignity. And just like Grandma always said, lies don't last forever, but truth always comes home. Sometimes forgiveness is written in ink, but sometimes it's forged in lies. And karma, it always finds the right address. If you believe truth and justice always win, comment "But Justice Won." Subscribe to Granny Tales USA for more real-life stories of betrayal, revenge, and redemption. And tell me, what would you do if someone forged your grandma's final words?